2 content creators were sued and received penalties for insulting Mihoyoverse players, including spreading misinformation and using AI to produce fake info, etc. So, we're going to read this, but I'm going to assume this is a bit more nefarious than saying, you know, this guy's a dickhead. And I'm assuming we're potentially maybe using AI to slander somebody, maybe. Okay, here we go. AI translation. Let's go. So we've got AI to slander people, and we've got AI to give us the translation here. Let's hope the AI is not spreading misinfo here, shall we? Yeah, it's Billy. Yeah. Yeah, I've never seen that Billy link come like that. Maybe I'm just dumb. Well, we know that is, but anyway, let's have a look at this then, shall we? Yo, I'm not even going to get into it too deep, right? But have you seen the wild stuff people have been doing with Grok? Crazy, actually crazy. I can't see how a lot of that stuff just isn't straight up illegal. Kind of wild. Grok needs to calm the hell down, bro. Like, yo, ChatGPT and like Gemini, you try and ask even like a question that's even slightly offensive, and ChatGPT's like, hey, whoa, wait, hey, not around here, buddy, you know? And then Grok is just like, yo, bro, what do you want? We got some drugs, I got some weapons, you know, yeah, what you want? Black market, I'm here for you, you know? But the image stuff on Twitter, kind of crazy. But anyway, let's have a look at this then. So, Awesome TL says, here is a full AI translation of the text shown in the video. So, recent statement regarding rights protection actions, recently regarding multiple online bloggers such as Fanshu Connoisseur and Sisusu, I'm guessing these are the creators, fabricating rumors, slandering Mihoyo and its games, and insulting/abusing game players. Mihoyo has actively launched rights protection actions. The relevant infringers have been subjected to criminal, coercive measures or administrative penalties by the police, effectively safeguarding the legitimate rights and interests of both players and the enterprise scene. So case 1, Fanshu Connoisseur. Previously, Mihoyo received reports on players that the blogger Fanshu Connoisseur persistently published false information across multiple platforms through videos, graphics, and text. They fabricated rumors and slandered Mihoyo and its games, while also insulting and abusing players. See, like, when you think about it as well, that's like a risky thing to do in CN, right? Because isn't Hoi Mao a part of the CCP? Do I meant, I'm a smooth brain. Like, you know, Mihoyo are deep in the source within China, right? They're in the inner circles, if you will. So you got to be a little bit careful, I think, when trying to take the piss a little bit. This severely disrupted the player community environment, affected the gaming experience, and damaged the company's reputation. After Mihoyo reported this to the police, the Zhuhai police investigation revealed account holder to be a person named Li. The police determined that Li engaged in illegal acts of distorting facts, spreading rumors, and disrupting social order, and imposed an administrative penalty in accordance with the law regarding Li's infringing behavior. Mihoyo has also filed a civil lawsuit to further pursue liability. Damn. Do I, that's what I meant. Hoi Mao, yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. Do I, yeah. Let me take that back. I meant Duai and his 12 yachts. That's what I meant. That's what I meant. Hoi Mao. No, scratch that. If I had an editor, I'd tell him to edit it out. I meant Duai. Alright, Duai. Okay. Pig's got inside info. No, I haven't. My bad. Duai. Let me correct myself. Okay, so case two, Sidsusu Zenison Zero rumors. In another case, Baidu Tieba user Sidsusu posted rumors involving Zenison Zero, claiming the game has been internally abandoned, investors have withdrawn capital, etc., misleading players and causing severe damage to the company's reputation. After Mihoyo reported this, the Zhuhu police investigation found the rumored monger to be a 22 named Chang. To gain traffic, Chang repeatedly pieced together and fabricated rumors before posting them online. Ultimately, Chang was given an administrative penalty by the police. Man, it's like, this is some seriously unemployed behavior, right? But considering it's CN, they're probably employed, right? Unless they're just like, got a bit of money and they don't have to work. Because like, why would you do that? Picks a fake hyperglaze. I know, right, man? Fuck. You know, you gotta take the VOD down. It's like, what are we doing right now? What are we? I got. Oh no, it's on the brain, man. It's my bad. It's my bad. I'm cooked, chat. I'm cooked. I'll glaze him so much, everyone's becoming right. So we got case 3, Hai Shen Yuan, use of AI for disinformation. Again, actually, I think CN are really starting to move with regulation around AI as well. Right, I think they're going to end up being ahead of us in regards to laws and regulations around AI. I think they might actually already be ahead of us in that regards. Previously, Mihoyo discovered the online user Hai Shen Yuan and others had published over 10 fake articles slandering the company, severely damaging its reputation. Mihoyo immediately reported this to the police. After investigation, the Zhuhai police quickly apprehended the publisher, fan, and the instigator behind the scenes. Upon interrogation, she admitted to writing outlines for the rumors and then using AI to generate the articles. Yo, my guy could probably get a job with Glaive, actually. Could do really well. After which, he paid a fan to publish them. Both the individuals have been placed under criminal coercive measures. What does that mean? What does that mean? Criminal coercive measures? Is that just you know, an eloquent way of saying we've locked them up? Off to the fucking work camp for you. By the police on suspicion of the crime of picking quarrels and provoking trouble. Picking quarrels, man. Just imagine getting arrested for picking quarrels, right? That's just basically, you are a professional rage baiter to the levels. We're going to arrest you. Fucking wild. You know you've got far too much time. That's like the stamp of being a massive loser, right? Bro, you pick arguments so much online, we're going to give you a criminal record for it. Other cases in conclusion, aside from the cases above, Mihoyo has also pursued accountability through administrative and civil means against multiple bloggers such as 800 Million Warriors City, I'm guessing this is like a group, yeah, and Negative for rumor mongering and slander, unless it's just a bad translation. The relevant infringers have either paid compensation for losses in accordance with the law or received administrative penalties. Mihoyo has always been committed to building a healthy and orderly community environment. We respect and welcome criticism and suggestions from players. However, regarding various malicious acts of fabricating rumors and slandering the enterprises or the player community, Mihoyo will resolutely strike back with severity. We welcome the vast number of players to provide clues regarding infringement through the official support. Man, some CCs are probably glad they don't live in CN. You know, if Hoyo's looking around malicious fabricated rumors, right? Because, you know, I think there's a few CCs out there that might be catching some heat if they were in the right areas, at least, anyway. So, basically, we got people doing crazy shit. This is like serious unemployed behavior, right? Like, that's all you can say about it, right? These are the kind of cases that I see where this wouldn't happen if somebody was just getting some pussy, right? Was just getting some pussy. It's simple as that, you know? If these kind of dudes were getting laid, if they are dudes, they just won't be doing this shit. I'm adamant, like, that's the fix for a lot of these guys, right? Get laid, get outside a little bit, and, yeah, maybe get a job as well. But with it being CN, I'm like, I think they probably are more than likely employed, right? What is unemployment like in CN? I don't know. What's the deal with, you know, in regards to, like, the social security net in CN, in regards to, like, you know, unemployment benefits and all that sort of stuff. I don't know how that works, but it doesn't strike me a country that has a massive amount of unemployment, considering it's kind of the workshop of the world now. I feel like you'd have to be, like, max rotting to not have a job in China, right? You know? I genuinely feel like you got to be fully max rotting to not have a job in China, because it's like, I feel like you could stumble out of bed and roll into a job in China. Well, I feel like you could anyway. I've got no evidence to prove this. I don't know, right? I don't know. That's one thing I'm not entirely educated on at all, is the unemployment rate in CN at all. The way the country is, you just kind of assume they're quite low, I would think, anyway. You know? Their youth unemployment is rather... Oh, really? Is he? Oh, yo, Neil, what's going on, dude? I wouldn't have expected that. Like 15%? Really? Let me have a Google, actually. That's got me curious now. What is China's youth unemployment Employment rate. Shit! Damn! So, between ages 16 to 24, peaking around 18.9% in mid-2025. Actually, kind of wild. I didn't expect it to be that high. What is it in the UK then? %16. Damn, they got a higher youth unemployment rate than the UK. What the fuck? That's actually kind of shocked me. That's genuinely kind of shocked me. Alright, okay. Alright, I'll take it back. I'll take it back. Maybe they've got nothing else better to do. You know what I mean? Alright, you know. I don't think this was the thing to do. That I'm genuinely shocked by that. I really didn't think it'd be that high. Now, obviously, there's going to be lots of factors in why that is, right? Now, China has a massive growing middle class. I would assume a lot of that comes with, you know, what defines unemployment is that people are in further education, studying, what have you. You know, are these potentially young adults that are in an economic area where they're able to be out of work and go to study because their parents are doing a little bit better? I don't know. I don't know exactly how they are excluding students. Shit. Okay. All right, I'll take it back. It's not students then. Shit. Key factors: economic slowdown, weak consumer demand, reduced industrial output, and property market struggles. I know about the property market struggles in China, but I didn't know that was affecting it. But I should imagine it's a massive factor of their economy, right? Because I remember at one point they were just printing buildings pretty much, right? And they were like fields almost, you know, big areas of skyscrapers just sitting empty, right? Because they just weren't selling. Because there is some people that argue that, which I don't know if it's necessarily true. I think it's sometimes people want it to be true, but all countries skew the data, right? There's a lot of people talk about, they call it the paper tiger, don't they? The economy of CN. I don't buy into that personally. But that is actually kind of interesting. So a skill mismatch, large number of graduates, 12.2 million in 2025 for skills not aligning with available jobs. Okay. Increased competition, fierce competition, fewer desirable jobs leading to... Well, I suppose that's a thing that comes, right? As a country becomes more wealthy and people become more upwardly mobile, there's a lot of people who don't want to do the jobs that 10, 15 years ago they would have accepted doing, right? You know, more menial jobs. That's a problem that the West has had for like 20 years, right? Is that, you know, people finish school, go to college or whatever. They don't necessarily want to be doing the bottom of the barrel jobs that people like to describe them, but are incredibly important to society's functioning, right? Not everybody can be, you know, the coder, the video game designer. You know what I mean? Damn, I'm genuinely shocked by that. I didn't expect their youth unemployment rate to be so high. Okay, I thought we were just coming in to laugh at stupid gamers doing stupid things here, and we've come to learn that China's youth unemployment rate is surprisingly high. So we learned things today, chat. There you go. There you go. I did a thing for you. We know that Flicks already knew, but we know that China's youth unemployment rate doesn't look too pretty at the moment. So yeah, okay. All right, there you go. There you go. Mihoyo learned us some stuff today, guys. Mihoyo learned us some stuff.